I finally remembered to have it change scene once the timer hits 0. Look at me, professional streamer. Anyway, hello. We're doing more Final Fantasy today. Tomorrow is a Honkai update. Hold on, let me just check something. Filters, compressor limiter, and that's good. Okay. Just want to double check. Am I louder than usual? I feel like I'm louder than usual. Maybe it's because I haven't spoken into this in a while. Anyway, today, continuing the Hildibrand questline. We just finished the Stormblood one, I believe. I was playing a little bit earlier. I was just doing my dailies. I was leveling up my Black Mage a little bit. We're just slowly chipping away at that off stream. I figured the best way to do it is to do... I wanted to get everybody to like the same kind of levels. I want to get all my magical range to 60 so they can all share gear, or else it's just going to be a mess otherwise. And then... yeah, that's why physical range, like those are in the 70s. Honestly, I tried healing a little bit. I don't mind it. I just got something I got to get used to watching the health bars of the other things. Oh, my retainers are done. I think I went the long way to get to a crystal. Okay, so... I forgot where the last place ended, so I'm going to have to look and see where the next set starts. I think it's in... I think it starts in Idleshire. Or not Idleshire, sorry. What's that other place called? Ishgard. But I could be completely wrong. Okay. Towards Idleshire. Is it Foundation? It might be. Yeah, I think it starts at Seer. That's what it was. Oh, yeah, okay, we just started the Heaven's Word stuff. We just found Gigi. I pray the sea finds you well, Titus, or at least better than it finds me. Seems I have no choice but to seek out that inspector and convince him to surrender up his mammoth to me. Wait, why? We like Gigi. 'Twas unearthed under the most suspicious circumstances after all, and who can say what secrets or heresy it might hold? Therefore, the Inquisition would conduct a thorough inspection, and if needs must, destroy it. No. We like Gigi. He's modeled after Vivi. Given his affinity for the contraption, I fear the inspector may not be amenable to my request. Nevertheless, he must be made to see that it is in the interest of public safety. Would you be willing to help me persuade him? Good luck. Fury be praised. At least you have seen reason. Let us pray he will as well. I'm given to understand that while the inspector and his assistant have been wandering all over the city with the mammoth in tow, they often frequent the gazebo near Fort Thames Manor. So any luck, they'll be there now. I guess I only did one quest in this. What do you give me? Is it the housing thing? Unlock the housing for this area? I think that's what it is. Welcome, Mr. McGeetus. I'll show you inside the manor. Aye. Actually, no. Sit at the gazebo. Yeah, let me in. It's the very pinnacle of the heavens. Isn't she adorable? Oh, Gigi's a she. Verily shall we scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for the answers we seek. Every day shall be filled with grand adventures, the stuff of fairy tales and legends. Huzzah! A grand adventure in the deepest pit of the seven hells. Just so. Such is the creed of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Oh, even he does a little flex. She's adorable. Well posed, Gigi. Well posed. I dare say you have the potential to be an exemplary inspector someday. Right, that's enough of that. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine, I hereby command you to surrender that mammoth of suspected heretical origin into my custody. Why, hello there, Thetis, an Inquisitor seer. Ever the jester, accusing poor Gigi of being a clockwork heretic when 'tis plain to see that, he is merely our precious young lad. Oh, there you go again, confusing the poor girl. As if those big, beautiful, boxy arts aren't the soul of femininity. Words are hard. Now she, please. We not witnessed the magnificent display of Mandervillian masculinity mere moments ago. It's because you haven't taught her any better. She needs a proper role model to show her what's what. The flex versus the cat. So why is the gun so high up on the back of character's back? Mr. McGeedis, Inspector Seer. What is all this commotion? I can hear you from the courtyard. Oh, Lord Edmond. My sincerest apologies for the disturbance. I'm come to seize this mammoth on behalf of the Inquisition. A fact which I clearly explained to the inspector before you arrived. At which point they set to bickering about the contraption's gender. What say you, my lord? You think Gigi is a boy or girl? It's clearly a strapping young lad, no? Fury take me, not you two. There's the whole world gone mad. Fine, fine. But even supporting that Gigi is a quote-unquote real boy Pinocchio reference, nice. You cannot deny that the circumstances of his discovery and miraculous resurrection or resuscitation were most unusual. He cannot be suffered to roam the city with impunity until the Inquisition is determined he is not a threat. I beg your pardon? Pardon? Miraculous resuscitation? I see. Then until such time as Gigi recovers his memory, mayhap it would be best if you adopted him as a ward of House Manderville. I will even stand as witness here and now, as you wish, if you wish. Adopt? That would make me Gigi's father? Doubtless the Inquisition would think better of taking any action which might threaten the cordial relationship between our two houses. Oh, Edmund. Still sad about the voice actor passing. Yes. Yes, of course. I'll do it. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby grant this child the patronage of House Manderville. Papa Hildy. Papa Hildy. The inspector's finally become a father. It's so beautiful. Quite. Now, if you need no longer fear the Inquisition, you are free to show Gigi more of our fair city. Indeed, I strongly encourage you to do so. Mayhap, by the grace of the Fury, something will jog his memory. Thank you, Lord Edmond. I shall not forget this kindness. Come, my faithful assistant, my beloved son, we must away. Dude, all the little storylines that are in Final Fantasy are just mind-blowing. Oh, hello. I would not presume to question your grand design, but yeah, confound it all. Well, mayhap I cannot detain the mammoth, but I am still within my rights to observe the blasted thing. Lord Godbert will be pleased to hear that his son is hale and healthy as ever. Not that I would ever presume to meddle on another father's behalf, and certainly not without consent. Which way did they go? Just out here? I never really look at the surrounding areas and appreciate them. Oh, they're down here. How long must I stand around waiting for that man to do something passably heretical? Judging by the size of their estate, they've wealth to rival House Manderville. Look at all them halberds. I've never seen such a well-armed building before. Come now, Gigi. Surely gazing upon this wondrous work of Ishgardian architecture stirs something within your soul. This grand manor of House Durin Male Tempers. Pray do not fill the boy. The mammoth's head with such nonsense. It is the supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic inquisitory doctrine. I should know. I work there. Furthermore, I'm quite certain that there is no house Durin Male Tempsart. And that is rather a ludicrous portmanteau of the four high houses, including this esteemed house, which but recently stood as witness to your adoption. Well, Gigi, do you remember anything? No, nothing. I say, rather than parading himself before the grandiose, why not give him a taste of something more prosaic? Let us make our way to the holy stables that he might bask in the singular sights, sounds, and smells of Ishgard's famous chocobos. Oh yeah, the black chocobos. Yeah, Sky Steel. Oh. Patience. Patience. A watch heretic never sins. Such noble creatures, chocobos. How many halcyon days did I pass in the saddle, racing across the windswept plains? So if I wanted to hair that color, I'd have to eat plums, val fruits, pineapples, but how many? I never got into the chocobo, not breeding, like, color thing. Splendid specimens of horsebird flesh. Would you not agree? In the heads of a skilled jockey, any one of them could take first place at the saucer. These chocobos are the pride of Ishgardian cavalry, and any temple knight who dared exploit them for personal gain would answer to the Fury herself. But now, Gigi, do you remember anything about Ishgard? Be sure to sniff the chocobos, it might help. It didn't. You know, just because you found him in a Kurthan snowbank doesn't mean he hails from Ishgard. Which is why we ought to try taking him to the markets and exposing him to all manner of goods from across the Eorzea. Excellent suggestion, Inquisitor. Wait. Am I now complicit in this farce? Fury, forgive me. But I want one. I want one. Buy me a chocobo. Please, father. Uh-oh. Father, the strange-looking thing staring at us. GG. GGG. I thought he was gonna want it. Oh. What's that behind it? What's in the cart? Oh, that's strange looking. I remember Vivi actually having kind of a whole thing like that. I thought I saw something like pink hiding behind that thing. Alright, the jeweled crozier. Man, the OST is just so good in this game. What if I picked one with my eyes closed and gave it as a name day gift to myself? Oh, I wonder what I'd get me. Receive your orders, detain your heretic, meet your quota. Fury, take me. It used to be so simple. Frightening on occasion, I grant you. What with my mentor's little episodes, but simple nonetheless. These goods would fetch a high price and will why bother? It's no use. Now, Gigi. You must not give in to despair so easily. Did I not promise you days filled with grand adventures and eventual discovery of your mislaid memories? Spirits, Gigi. Spirits. Hey, Turbo, what's up? Uh-oh. How goes the Apex? So you got up to like 5 wins that day. We're going through FF14 the anime, essentially. Speaking of which, are you all caught up on everything? And did you watch those shows that we talked about? I don't really remember all of the ones that I pointed out, but I remember it's like the usual like Ninja Kamui. I think Death Note was like one of them. A lot of like the shorter action ones. I haven't really been caught up. I'm still only like 3. I'm still only on episode 3 of Frieren. You watched Ninja Kamui? That one's so good. It just reminded me of like the old school anime you would see on like Toonami and Adult Swim. And that's exactly why Adult Swim picked it up. I don't even know if I'm finished with the Ninja Kamui. I'm just at the part where the main character is in like the big city, I'm pretty sure. I forgot if he actually got in or not. Because I remember he was like blocked off. He saw like the old dude, like his old friend. And I think he went to try again, but I don't remember that part. Or do I? Oh, he did fight them. I do remember that. They all had their like mech suits. They were like little Power Rangers or something. Anyway, my word. A vase flung to the ground with reckless abandon. Could this be the opening salvo of an indiscriminate campaign of vandalism? One waged by your wild gesticulations, perhaps. At least look before you strike a pose. The gods only know how much that vase cost. Really enjoyed it. I think your only gripe with the Ninja Kami is the suits. Suits are cool, but you enjoyed the bear sword fighting more. Oh, yeah, the suits for those, the dudes. Yeah. It made sense since they were all like, you know, like the corpo ninja. Is it already like done? Because I thought I finished the season. Hold on, let me. I also haven't started Demon Slayer. I haven't gotten caught up there. 13 episodes. Well, I'm just gonna skim through and see which one I left off at. Because I'm possibly very behind. Oh, I think I'm quite behind. Oh, I'm quite behind. I do remember them fighting like the suits. I think it's what I get caught up and then I just like stop watching for a little bit of time. Oh yeah, I'm very behind. I'm only like 5 episodes in. Okay. I'm nowhere near done. So I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes behind. Well, that's good to know. Okay, well, I know what I'm going to be watching later. I saw there start Shogun. There's a lot I have to watch. Oh my god, what is the price of this thing? 123,504,000 gil. At last assessment. It was over 700 years old and graced the homes of a dozen archbishops, 8 counts, 2 lord commanders, and 1 duke. 123 million. That's a lot of gil. I only have like 20 mil. 100 million gil. Oh, hold on. Why have you forsaken me? Is you gonna repair it? That was like some time. He's a time mage. Okay, I've been asking people this question. $10,000 for the first finger you cut off. Every other finger, including thumbs, is the multiplication of 10. So 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, so on. How many fingers am I cutting off? My fingers are very valuable. I would keep them all. Whose fingers? Mine? There's no specification of that one, though. Mine? Okay, never mind. Yeah, none. Especially since I started picking up guitar again. None. Not a single one? From gaming, guitar? $10,000? For the first one, then like the multiplication? Yeah, not a single one. Unless we hit a point where prosthetics are just as good, then all of them are going. Okay, fingers of $10 trillion. Like I said, if there are prosthetics that can do that, to make things just like they were. Because you use that, I mean, you could probably use that money to fund that research, but then by the time it's actually done, you'll probably be dead. Boston Dynamics would probably make you some sick robot thingies. Yeah, so if like they have it do that, or they have some do some stem cell shit, possibly reattach them and grow. Actually, yeah, you never said anything about what happens after. So you cut them off and then instantly reattach them, and then have and assuming everything works fine, then all the fingers could go. Never said if they would be atomized or anything. Old fingers are burned. See? Now we're just keeping on adding things. You got it. These are not under terms and conditions. In that case, no, unless the prosthetics are like a 1-to-1. I forgot who the time mage was in the older Final Fantasies, who the first one was. It's a miracle. Nay, the divine intervention of the Fury herself. Did I do that? Gigi, my boy, that was marvelous. You're a born artisan, just like father. Papa Hildy's papa? Grandpapa Godbert, the man who woke you with a few gentle taps of the noggin. You wouldn't believe what else he can do with that hammer of his. Why, some folks say he wields the very powers of life and death. Once he and the missus come back from their tour of the Western Highlands, I'm sure they'd love to see that trick of yours. Do not demean this mammoth's power as a mere parlor trick. We just witnessed a miracle, and I demand that you all acknowledge it. Wow, that's a turn. Single spaghetti noodle is called a spaghetto. I didn't know that. So if you have a meal and essentially just have like one singular long spaghetto noodle, would it still be called... I guess it would still be called spaghetto. Why is it called spaghetti? Now I want pasta. I can go for some, like, chicken Alfredo. It's such a simple one to make, too. It's so good. This mammoth. Sir, I say, sir, 1 million gil for the mammoth. Nay, 100 million gil and the Duke's priceless vase. My word. Is that what passes for trade in Ishgard? GG is my flesh and blood. I will not sell him at any price. Please, Papa Hildy, no more. I know you mean well, but we can deny the truth no longer. I'm a mammoth. Gigi, whatever's gotten into you, you're my son. You are the Mandeville man. Listen to your Papa, Gigi. You're a Mandeville girl through and through. Spaghetto in Italian means little string. Spaghetti means lots of little strings. Ah, the more you know. Stop it, both of you. You're not my papa or my mama. It's just a phase. They're understanding what parenthood is like. The unmistakable scent of, well, perhaps not heresy exactly. Regardless, the mammoth's power cannot be allowed to fall into the wrong hands. Oh, children do say the most hurtful things. Well, it's only to be expected. Gigi's at a rebellious age. Yeah, strange as it may sound, I too tested my parents' patience. And that on more than one occasion. But if they could weather the storm, so can I. I say we find out what's got him thinking he's a mammoth. But he is a mammoth. How can you not... never mind. Just so we're clear. You do agree that it's a mammoth, right? You don't honestly believe that, you know... I'm sure he didn't mean what he said about his Papa Hildy, which means... He thinks I'm his mama? This course of fatherhood never did run smooth, but this course of fatherhood never did run smooth, but I, Hildibrand, guardian of Gigi, doting parent extraordinaire, shall find a way to overcome this trial and be reconciled with my beloved son. That's the spirit. Solving a simple case of childhood rebellion should be easy for a man who's unmasked thieves, defeated duelists, led armies of the undead. Yes, it's all very... Wait, what was that? What about the undead? Actually, don't tell me. For now, all that matters is finding that mammoth. We should begin by speaking with the sentry station at the city gates and the airship landing. If Fury help us, he has left Ishgard. We need to know about it sooner rather than later. How is it the Ark of the Worthy? While the inspector and his assistant head to the airship landing, you can question the guard at the gate near the manufactory. After which, we will regroup there and share our findings. Dismissed. The reason why I'm doing all these is because I need to do this quest line so I can start working on the... What do they call it? Like the Hildibrand weapons? I think they're called Manderville weapons. Yeah, Manderville weapons. And those actually look pretty dope from what I recall. Manderville weapons. Yeah, here's what they look like. OBS desktop. There's the Paladin. So I guess it's when it starts and then it gets like the purple later on. There's the Warrior set. Dark Knight. Excuse me. I don't know which one I'm going to go for first. Probably just go by whichever job I'm using the most. But then these are going to change, like, once I use, I'm going to be switching in, like, a week anyway. Alright, where are all these? I don't watch anything like Zap, MTQ. I know a couple of those names. Yeah, it's the old YouTube algorithm. Man, I've been using a lot of... Mistech guides help me throughout. Like the entire Final Fantasy journey, pretty much. I'll just watch that before going into a scenario. And so it held the team back and all that. And also, who did I watch recently who I really like? He had like a 2-minute guide for the last boss that I fought. I don't know how far you are into that, so I'm not gonna like spoil anything. What was the name? Samson Gray. That was the YouTuber I watched for one of the last fights. Highly recommend his guide just because it was so quick and to the point. 2 minutes, explained all the mechanics, and then I instantly got it. I still got caught by some of them, but besides the point. I think they're nerfing controller aim assist next season in Apex. Really? I wonder if they're gonna get rid of aim smoothing. I think that's what the term was called. You know, like the one where there's no recoil if you're like moving side to side. Oh, it's up top. Like, I don't know if like that raises the skill ceiling or lowers it, honestly, because I feel like if that wasn't there, it would raise the skill ceiling. Little fellow with a wide-brimmed hat. Hi. You came through here. Bought passage on a supply ship bound for Falcon's Nest. Oh, God. One of them, what's the name? Lollafuls, right? Funny little buggers. Or, present company accepted. Present company accepted. Like, seem keen to be anywhere but here. I don't think it makes a huge difference to jiggle aim. I think that's an issue. It's kind of like one and the same, right? Because the aim smoothing, that kind of uses the concept of aim smoothing. Like it uses like the horizontal movement to keep the aim down, or like to keep the recoil down. But I never really figured out how that kicked in. Like, I don't know how much you have to move your mouse to the side for it to kick in. Good people, you lollafells. Industrial folk. Salt of the earth. Like that waitress you got down at the Forgotten Night. Though I doubt you sing or dance half as well she does, eh? Which is fine, I ain't judging. Is that racist against lollafells? Well, Gigi left the city. It was not by the main gates. Yeah, he went by here. Yeah, a little, but I think more people make macros for aim jiggle rather than movement. I believe that 100%. I can definitely see people doing that. They will always find a way. It's kind of like why a lot of the controller players Zim, just because they use like that aim assist. Maybe some more ranked. 8 days until a split. Gotta get your rank up before then. Okay, good luck. I feel pretty energetic, so we might be. We'll be around for a good amount. And sentries at the airship landing have seen no one matching his description. Be lurking, sound good. Update me in the games. Falcon's Nest. Fury, take me. We must return to that freezing pit of despair. Wheresoever Gigi goes, I will follow him and find and embrace him as my son once more. However, I surmise our final destination lies far beyond the walls of said outpost. Indeed, there is but one reason he would return to this frozen waste. To frolic in the snow and cast his worries to the wind. Really? He seemed in no mood to frolic when I saw him. As I recall, he used his arcane powers to mend a vase, only to become morose and belligerent when it became clear to him that he was, in fact, a mammoth. Is this how Pinocchio was? I don't really remember the whole story of Pinocchio. One might even say he remembered what he was, remembered his purpose. And so he returned to Western Kurthus, that famous breeding ground for heresy, where we first found him, or where first we found him. Home to his heretic masters to share with them the intelligence he had gathered on the city. At long last, the undeniable, the unquestionable, the unmistakable scent of heresy. This fucking guy. What are we standing around for? We have a heretic to catch. Inspector, I'm starting to think that Inquisitors here might not think very highly of our little girl. It is possible, but I would not presume to know his feelings ere he voiced them explicitly. Until such time as he does, we should endeavor to surreptitiously bring him round to the opinion that Gigi is a boy of pure heart and good intent. Subtlety in all things, Nashi. That is the Manorville way. Nice, where you get caught up in the most ridiculous storylines. I don't think we go into any more, like this unlocks any more. I forget if we unlock a dungeon doing this, but we definitely unlock trials. I don't know if we unlock other ones doing this. So here's the Yokai Watch mount. I think it's like the last one you got. I would know those tiny footprints anywhere. Gigi came this way. Ah, even our footprints are adorable. Or her footprints are adorable. They look almost like they were made by one of those clockwork minions. Aha! I knew it. The mammoth immediately left the outpost and looks to have headed north along the river. But the fury. I cannot wait to finally catch him in the company of heretics. I don't much like your tone, Inquisitor. If our baby girl ran afoul of any heretic, she'd look them square in the eye and tell them she doesn't want any. Hey, Inspector. I think I had one of those moments, you know, of insight. Maybe Chi-Chi came out here to find Lord Godbert. I did tell her Grandpa might like to see that trick of hers. Brilliant deduction, Nashu. He must be eager to meet his grandparents. Self-same ones he renounced when he declared you were not the father? His father? What a fine young gentleman, eager to explore his heritage. Let us make haste, friends, for a reunion of 3 gentle generations of Mandervilles beckons. I really can't be bothered. I wonder if they're farming for those things too. Also, I tried this like sparkling, what's this? This like sparkling water drink called like Bubbly. I am actually surprised with how much flavor it had. The tracks continue to the north. Like I had like 2 flavors. I had like the mango and then lime. I was very surprised with how good both of those actually were. What is happening here? A bunch of dead deer and then guys having a snowball fight. Oh, Gigi! I didn't know you were down. Oh, God. The mammoth lies motionless in the snow. Fragments of ice stuck to its cap, suggesting the impact of something small and round traveling at high speed. I wonder if that person's doing the quest, too. Oh, I didn't realize that was Godbert and wife. Juliana? Julia? Oh, my head. Who? Oh, it's you. You followed me. I'm not used to seeing Godbert clothed, so. Oh, Gigi, if you wanted to have a snowball fight with your grandparents, you should have said so earlier. Papa Hildy was very worried. Although he's glad to see that you're unharmed. It would seem that he was struck by a snowball, much like these Steinbocks. These dead Steinbocks. Are you sure he isn't damaged? As if a mere blow to the head could fell our Gigi. We Mandervilles are made of sterner stuff. I myself have been driven headfirst into the earth on no fewer than 24 occasions, several times from malms above, and my mind is no less brilliant for the experience. I do kind of wish they would... Final Fantasy would get to the point where like the character animations are a little bit more varied throughout the cutscenes. That being said, this is all like Heaven's Word stuff here. I thought the Earth was no less brilliant for the experience either. Why are you nodding? Oh, he's behind me, isn't he? What good fortune to cross paths with you lot so far from civilization. Forgive me for not taking notice earlier. I was engrossed in my duel with Julian. That's what it was. But how rude of me. Would you care to join us? Grandpapa Godbert. Grandpapa Godbert. Mama Nashi says you wield the powers of life and death. I beg of you, Grandpa Godbert. Grant me life. Make me a real boy. Is actually going to do it. Sure about the sun. It may sting a little. I will endure whatever I must to become a real boy. Ah, there it is. That's the Godbert we know. Ah, he's smart enough to notice that back. Then let us begin. Starting to look more Wolof felon. This body. It's everything I ever wanted. It's perfect. Thank you, Grandpa Godbert. Thank you. Oh, but I've not even begun to begin. Bar God, guide my hammer. Oh. I wonder if I'll actually end up looking like Vivi. I love how she's carrying the frying pan with her. Oh my god, he's Jack! Okay, I thought it was gonna be Lolliful sized. Papa Hildy. I'm a Manderville man. Chichi, my son, come to your father. Let us have a look at you. Or let me have a look at you. It is such a fever dream. He's gonna get sent flying. It's beautiful. Oh? What was that move in Naruto? The flying Raijin? Chi-Chi's so happy. Oh. Father and son bonding. Yep, and back into the snow he goes. He's so happy he's even doing the Manderville dance. That brings back some memories. Hildy? Oh dear. Who could have done such a thing? It was only temporary? Oh, he went back in time. With a fury, it's just like the vase all over again, miraculously restored to its original form. Chi-Chi, my boy, upon further consideration, I believe that this body may suit you best. It is, how shall I put this, more manageable. Much more adorable. But how can I ever be accepted as your son if I remain a Mammoth? He already has. Is that what's been troubling you all this time? Well, why didn't you say so? A Manderville is more than mere flesh and bone. He is vigor, compassion, honor, a gentleman for all seasons. Be you man or machine, it makes no difference. When they call you a mammoth, you look at them in the eye and say, "Nay, I'm a Manderville mammoth." Oh, they're gonna do the little thing. It's gonna have a little smile too. Good thing we have no world-ending threats. We can have these filler episodes. Mother, father, forgive me for not consulting you earlier, but circumstances forced my hand. I formally adopted Gigi as my son and is ward of House Manderville. Ye gods, I knew he was fond of the mammoth, but did you hear that woman? Our son got himself a son. Grandpapa Godbert. Grandpapa Godbert. Ha. It all makes sense now. Grandpapa Godbert and Grandma Julian. I've been waiting years to hear those words. Grandpapa Godbert, Grandmama Julian. Few things in life are grander than becoming a grandparent, as they say. Uh-oh. Does she not like being called grandmother? She has a big fan. Or pan. What's so bloody grand about it? Oh, she's like part warrior. I want that as a warrior weapon. I'll not be made grandmother to a bloody, buggering mammoth. It's past time I beat some sense into my beloved boy. Fury, take me. I heard the tales of Dark Knights before, but no. No, it couldn't. Oh, Dark Knight, that's what it was. Couldn't be. No, I think it's something far worse. Heretical, like as not. But rules be damned, I'm not risking my life to find out. I thought she leaned more warrior. Due to the big pan being, you know, axe-shaped. They're mad. Utterly mad. The whole damn lot of them. How their house could rise to such prominence, I'll never understand. Well, at least the mammoth seems to have overcome its existential crisis. For today, I didn't know a mammoth could even have an existential crisis. Wait, what am I saying? It's a mammoth. Why should I care about what it claims to be? Or what it claims to think or feel? Fury, take me. Their idiocy is infectious. I mustn't allow myself to fall prey to it. Follow procedure, report to your superior. One step at a time, one step at a time. Who are these lads? Oh, were they knights? They kind of look like they were from one of the houses. Right then. My superiors, having been informed of the mammoth's adoption by House Manderville, as witnessed by House Fortemps, proceeded to take me to task for my quote-unquote gross mishandling of the situation. They remain convinced that the mammoth is a product of heretical machinations and have commanded me to redouble my efforts to prove this incontrovertible fact. That may prove problematic, however, as Gigi seems to have forsaken his quest to recover his memories and thrown himself wholly into his new life as a quote-unquote Manderville mammoth, casting about for any hint of a case alongside his doting father. In any event, though I do not share my superior's conviction, I think it's safe to say there is something exceedingly unusual about that mammoth. You saw with your own eyes how effortlessly it restored that base in itself to its original form. Reconstructive magics are not particularly rare, but his are unlike any I have ever seen before. I love these little scenes. I just want to play Persona. I did buy it, right? Did I buy Persona? Or is it a Game Pass one? Oh, I do have Persona. Okay. Got it during the last winter sale. So I don't know what's going on with Steam, but unlike the library, it shows something is like loading constantly in like the top left corner. Like under my library. I don't know what's loading. Probably some weird bug. So I think this is the third quest. I think there are like 5 per expansion. So you're maybe the only man who has yet to drink from the Well of Madness. That you stand here before me is proof that Haloni smiles upon me this day. I have need of your assistance, Cetus, and before you think to run away screaming in terror, I pray you hear me out. It concerns the esteemed and now missing and presumed dead Knights of the Heaven's Word. Oh? Oops. None have returned to the capital since all the unpleasantness began. Yet recently, we've heard rumors of these honored sirs walking the streets. Uh-oh. Looks like we gotta take him out again. 'Tis heresy most foul, I say, and I mean to get to the bottom of it. But we will need the help, all the help we can get. Which means, if you take me, we could benefit from certain individuals' serendipity. Besides, if we don't seek him out, he's like to show up at the worst possible time anyway. At least, this way, it'll be on our terms. And we can keep the eye on that boy. Ma'am. Yes, right. Oh, you must be wondering why I asked you to come. Well, you and the inspector seem to enjoy a natural rapport, so... Praise Saloni. For a moment I thought I was afraid you'd make me beg. This may well be my last chance to prove my worth of my superiors. If I can't, 4 attempts manner. Foundation. Or the last vigil. Why, Papa Hildy? Oh, Gigi's been a very naughty girl. Uh-oh. Because, Gigi, such behavior is unbecoming of a gentleman, or is unbecoming a gentleman. But why, Papa Hildy? Why is it unbecoming a gentleman? Ah, Inquisitor Seer, Cetus. Good day to you both. Are you come as adoring fans or on business? Ah, business. Always business. You may be rest assured. Deny, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am at your service. Is it robbery, murder, tax avoidance? Avoidance? Wait. Before we get into that, what's going on here? Much as it pains me to admit it, my beloved Gigi, apple of my eye, the fruit of my loins, attempted to face this lovely gazebo. Naturally, as his father, it falls to me to see him return to the straight and narrow. That's not true. I was drawing a family crest for our home. Now, Gigi, I know you're fond of this gazebo, as are we all, but it belongs to Lord Edmond. You wouldn't want to steal from Uncle Edmond, would you? I guess not. Then where's our gazebo, Papa Hildy? Does it have a warm stove with a steaming kettle too? Oh, Gigi, don't you see? We have no need of kettles or gazebos. As gentlemen inspectors, the world is our oyster. We can go whither we please. Where the red fern grows or the wild rose blooms. You've been sleeping in Lord Edmond's gazebo for how long? I don't care about wild roses. I want to live in a gazebo with Papa Hildy and Mama Nashu. Gazebos are quite expensive and dangerous if not domesticated. Dangerous indeed, my boy. Besides, we're gentlemen inspectors free to travel the length and breadth of Eorzea in search of a case. Does that not sound more thrilling than whittling away at the hours beneath gazebo? I guess. If it's a case you want, you need not go so far. We're currently investigating reports of individuals masquerading as Knights of the Heavens Ward. These contemptible charlatans are rumored to have tricked several hapless maidens into attending private parties for a small fee, with the promise of enjoying the company of these great sirs. Those who were foolish enough to attend found their experiences to be so traumatizing that they have refused to discuss them in detail. Needless to say, your assistance in this matter would be greatly appreciated. And for it, you shall receive due compensation. Say no more, Inquisitor. Say no more. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, and well versed in the ways of the fairer sex. Since when? Uh-oh, is that Mama? Ah, that's Mama. Mummy, Mother dearest, I was under the impression you had departed for Ul'dah. And leave my beloved boy to keep on playing at being an inspector? As well as a father to a bloody mammoth? Bugger that. You're coming home right this instant. How can you say such things? It is my life's calling to be an inspector. And Gigi's my son. He's a Manderville man. Grand, as it is to see you. You have come at the most inopportune time. The young women of Ishgard are in need of champions to defend them from fiends most foul. Come, Nashu. Come, Gigi. We shall demonstrate to my mother our peerless investigative skills and bring these criminals to justice. All his balls. He's stubborn. Probably gets it from his sorry arse of a father. I trust you lot'll help me to keep him out of trouble. Right then. Come along. Well, I could have gone better and worse. Let's not keep them waiting. Doing all this reading is actually good practice for when Dawn Trail comes along. Oh. Please, you think me so foolish to fall for their charade? From what I heard from the others, said quote-unquote knights, bore not even the slightest resemblance to the Heaven's Word. As if I had not already memorized every detail of my Sir Adolphil's face. Oh, wherever could he be? He's dead. I killed him. I'm truly outside her grace. My allowance all gone to waste on those... Ugh, I dare not say it. Mayhap those awful rumors are true. Mayhap I must needs accept that he now walks in Haloni's halls. I'll talk about that one last. I didn't realize everyone was here. What in the seventh hell so damn appalling about getting paid a pittance to do the Watcher's job for him? So knights aren't supposed to, you know, then why are they so popular with the highborn ladies? Who needs a gazebo? I do. There must be at least one fair maiden who can tell us something of value. I can say one thing with absolute confidence. They're all quite mad. I demand satisfaction, swift and terrible vengeance. How dare they prey upon a lady's emotions to line their pockets with gil? If Sir Shari Burt were here, he'd purge a lot of them like the festering sickness they are. Ah, yes. A pity he too remains missing. So very much a pity. Up Hildy, up Hildy. That grandma over there staring at us. Now, Gigi, a gentleman must be more careful with his words. First of all, we have only one grandmother. Second, And this is tremendously important. Never, ever call her that. At least, not yet. Promise? Yes, Father. I promise not to call Grandmama Julian Grandmama Julian. Greetings, my lady. Oh, ain't you a charmer? And there I was thinking I might have to rip your bloody head off if you said the G word one more time. Like that, Papa Hildy? Ah, my faithful assistants. Have you gleaned any new information? Other than the fact that these women scorned seem to detest the fake knights with every fiber of their being. These two women were telling me all about what they'd do if they cornered Sir. This is the best you can do then. Bloody oaths and girlish fantasies. And you call yourself a mandible man. I assure you, Mother, we're only just getting started. The tapestry of lies and deception behind which the truth hides is oft unraveled with the tug of a single loose thread. I say, young lady, I would beg but a moment of your time. Somehow I doubt that young lady was targeted by the charlatans we seek. Aye, 'tis true. I too was taken in by false promises of those awful, awful men. Ambitious crone. Long have I yearned for a chance to meet Sir Vilguin. So, when they said I finally could, I didn't hesitate for even a moment. But when they escorted me to the manor and undid the blindfold, when I looked on the hideous face of those so-called Grand Sirs, I screamed and fled. They were gone when I returned with the watch, but their neighbors said they had overheard them speaking about seeking shelter in a place called Idleshire. I know it's not too much, but I pray this information helps you in your search. My lady, I swear to you here and now, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall not rest until these dastardly fiends are punished for their foul crimes. To Idleshire. Huzzah! 3 cheers for Papa Hildy. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. And there you have it. A quarry can be found in Idleshire. Come, my loyal assistants. Justice waits for no gentleman. It's all well and good, but I've never heard of this Idleshire. Have you? New Charlayan. You mean we're to travel to the Dravanian hinterlands right now, just like that? Yeah. I still wonder how the Shadowbringers one is going to go. Or do they not have one for Idleshire? Or Shadowbringers? And then we'll have one for Endwalker. What? So I wonder... I can pick up another one of these. I forgot when restart is. This bird's too big. There we go. Tuesday. Okay. I never remember when all the restarts are for all these games. I think Wuthering and Honkai are Sunday. And then this is Tuesday. I think Destiny's was Tuesday. Oh, can I keep one? I promise I'll walk him and feed him and put fresh herbs in his mask every day. This place feels somehow familiar, but I can't possibly have come here before, right? Bloody waste of time. So, that was a harrowing journey, during which I felt certain I would die horribly, or at least be forced to part ways with my precious bits. Truly, this magnificent settlement is a testament to the hard work and camaraderie of the Uplander and Gobby citizens. Yes, well, I'm just glad we're no longer being pursued by fire-breathing dragons, musket-wielding crabs, and bomb-throwing goblins. You know, the other ones. They're no match for Lady Julian and that pan of hers, am I right? I want to see her make the bad gobbies fly again. God's sakes, Hildy. Except in Titus, this lot would be dead with the dead in a ditch somewhere if it weren't for me. Nonsense. I would never let any harm come to my loyal assistant or my beloved son. If I may interject. Now then, let us split up and question the good people of Middleshire. My keen inspector sense tells me that one of them has knowledge of the false knights we seek. What's going on, Seer? You want to talk about it? No? Loud jocks. Shh. Oh, that's supposed to be like a Darth Vader kind of sound. Yes, yes. Loud jocks knows of Grand Sirs. Sneaky uplanders keep to themselves. Mingle not with Gobby flock, but each to own. Loud jock says, no questions, only jingle shine. I respect it. Pray for everything. How blessed these goblins and treasure hunters and adventurers must feel to have the freedom to pursue their dreams and live as they see fit. I think I have, yeah. Might as well do these while we're here. All of those I scrap anyway, just to sell them in the mats and the market board. Oh, you must be talking about them Grand Sirs. They drifted into Idleshire some time ago, as I recall. Paid visits to the Grand Library. No, I couldn't tell you why. Sniff, sniff. Could it be? Was he drunk? Oh, it's excelling experienced treasure hunters, the old crone. Oh, I know all about the Grand Sirs. They keep to themselves in that building of theirs, south of the round spot. You'd best watch out, though. They're a dangerous bunch, liable to kill you if you're looking at them cockeyed. She's one of them. It's entirely possible that I've gone completely and utterly mad, but are you perchance the long-lost twin sister of an Ishgardian noblewoman? What? Look behind you. Three-headed Goobdoo. What do I feel? I've not seen the last of that old woman. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, unplug my phone. Who's the twin Talia? Well, we had the testimony of a concerned citizen which could conveniently direct us to the villain's precise location. The Grand Sirs are holed up in a building to the south of the markets? Good show, Titus. There. That's the one. Come. Let's inform the others. Twould seem that no one is home. There's not what we can do but wait then. Papa Hildy. I just want to say that I really like this place. I think that you, me, and Mama Nashu could have lots of exciting adventures if we stay here. You may be right, Gigi. This community seems to have fostered an enlightened, free society, welcoming of honest souls willing to work and contribute to the greater whole. Did anyone happen to see a gazebo on the way in? As I live in Hildibrand, Eldor Maximilian Manderville. Could that be, I say? Could that be a slow fix coin toss? You know this Gabi Inspector. I most certainly do. Why, Master Slowfix was my very first employer. When traveling through the Thanalan long ago, Gabi Flock was waylaid by Uplander bandits. No jingly shine to pay brass blades. We had no way to backtake goods. Until we make busy deal with Gentleman Uplander, that is, with fastness he finds Uplander bandits and brings much bangy boom, and returns to goodly Gabi's missing goods in great justice. Henceforth, Slowfix gains new appreciation for Uplanders. But for chance encounter with Gentleman Uplander, he never conceives of egalitarian? Is that what that said? Egalitarian, yeah. Egalitarian utopia. No, one may even claim Hildy, the founding father of Idleshire, with metaphorical tongue flaps, that is. Haha. Oh, the memories. It was a near thing, for the bandits were clever enough to see through my ingenious disguise as an innocent milkmaid. But, in my haste to escape, I tripped over a barrel of fire sand and, as they say, boom gobby doom. Core. No busy deals for the wicked. No busy deals indeed. Well, leaving that delightful anecdote aside, you gods. Master Snowflakes. Just looking at what you and your flock have made of these ruins is making me big eyes. Gubby flock has come a long way since wandering days, but we have not forgotten Gentleman Uplander's kindness. Slowfix is here to offer hand lending. Well, far be it from me to refuse. My son Gigi has grown quite fond of your magnificent city, so I should like to stay here with him and my assistant for a time. We would not require much in the way of accommodations. A humble gazebo, for example, would more than suffice. Why settle for a gazebo when perfectly good estate right behind you? Residents of building in our ears, and Slowfix happy to evict them. But we were pursuing the fiends who live here on suspicion of defrauding young women. Fraud? In Snowflix's egalitarian utopia? This will not abide. All the more reason to let Gentleman Uplander and his flock stay instead of Grand Sirs. No need for jingly shine either. Huzzah! A giant gazebo to call our own. I do not know what to say. Thank you, Master Slowfix. Thank you. No need for teary-eyed tongue flaps. Gobby Flock is possessed of moral obligation to repay Gentleman Uplander for past generosity. Enjoy a new gazebo, and good luck with the hunt for Grand Sirs. There you go, Gigi. You have a gazebo now. Papa Hildy, since this is our gazebo, is it okay if I draw our family crest on it? I can think of no better way to celebrate this joyous occasion, and perhaps draw the ire of our new home's former tenants. Come, let us go inside and purchase some paints together. This gazebo shall be your canvas. And he's gone and got himself a Sodden gazebo. Bloody hells. He really thinks I'm going to let him keep on playing at being a father. Ah, classic moms. Doesn't want her baby boy to fly free. Speaking of painting, oh, I'm so excited for the painter class. I still want to see how the rotations will play out for it. I thought I was gonna have some like grand drawing. It's beautiful. Yeah, I guess we're still waiting for the Grand Sirs the whole time. Still no sign of the notorious Grand Sirs. I dare say we're going to need more paint. It's beautiful. Even supposing I were to turn a blind eye to his shenanigans, this is no place to raise a child. That old woman was to follow us here from Ishgard. She's involved in this. That much is clear. But the question is how? She's so talented. It's like her grandpapa. How do you like my family crest? Oh, maybe I should have also painted Grandpapa Godbert and Milady Julian. Yawn. Much as it pains me to admit it, a gentleman's stamina is not without limits. I dare say I can go with I could do with a spot of tea. Hey, Inspector. It's me. Or those two been looking at us for the past few minutes? Ah, that is who we saw. Oh, despite normal behavior for my adoring fans, I should think. When finally presented with an opportunity to meet their idol in the flesh, all too many succumb to their fear and flee. Or maybe, just maybe, they're the Grand Bloody Sirs. Come on, come on. They're getting away. Well, since we have Julian with us, like, should be no problem. Wait, I forgot you can't fly here. Don't trust anyone over 60. I was wondering what the quest name was called. I remember seeing that briefly. No, no, no! I want to talk to others first. Dang it. What do I say anyway? Hearken to me, you dastardly... oh, hold on. Oh, that is what it was. Hearken to me, you dastardly rapscallions. You have nowhere to run. Reveal yourselves at once. Shall not ask you again. Come forth, Grand Sirs. Name yourselves and answer for your misdeeds. So they're wearing the same armors. Huh. The epic music. So our enemies are a bunch of old dudes. Slayer of 1,000 worms, the silver spear which hath pierced the very heavens, Orland. Master of magics, ancient and awesome, the divine hand, which hath defeated all maladies, save senescence and incontinence. Goon Spart. Grand Sirs, Excelsior. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. I may have both. Grandsires. Grandsirs. You stand accused of willfully and unlawfully convincing young maidens of Ishgard to attend private parties under false pretenses, thereby inflicting upon them terrible financial and emotional distress. I, Hildibrand, Ancient of Inquiry Inspector Extraordinaire, am come on behalf of those poor, defenseless innocents, and to see that no others are made to suffer as they did. Now, lay down your arms and surrender yourselves into my custody. Ah, the audacity of this boy. You should feel ashamed of your words and deeds. Oh my god, he can limit break. Contitus, use your gun. You will rue this day and rue it hard. Gods, how I missed this. The air streaming past, the blood pumping, the taste of copper on my lips, the slight dizziness. Oh, he's dying. It was on a day like this that we met, wasn't it? And when we soared into those azure skies, we never truly came back down. Oh, I hate when games have that flashbang. Ah, it's all right. Do mine eyes deceive? Pig's knee of my heart, descended from Hullone's halls to guide me to her bosom. My beloved, my everything, long have I waited for this moment. Take me in your arms once more and lift me higher, higher, higher. Higher, higher, higher. Did they just die? Okay, I knew. Okay, yeah, that like taste the copper. Yeah, we definitely knew he was dying. Orland, Orland, Orland. Oh. Alas, poor Orland. I knew him not in the slightest, but he seemed a decent man. Chicanery, and attempted murder notwithstanding. Flashback to 5 seconds ago. Wait, I've seen this before. All too recently. Yes, anyway. He's only mostly dead. If the Master of Magic's Ancient and Awesome here acts with all haste, he, man may yet be saved. Only to put them in the slammer. Come on, old man. You don't know how to use your thing? Oh, you're referring to me. I see, I see. All haste was it? Yes, yes. I'll get right on that. Oh, mournful voice of creation. Send unto me a creature of the abyss. My thrall to command. That I may smite. No, wait. That's not good. Let me see. Something of a rather less conversational or controversial tradition. Yes. Something with more pep. A vortex of biting winds to rend the flesh. And smite my foes. I think you're killing him. Foes? I thought you were friends. Oh, he has dementia. Well, it worked, I guess. Gasp. Cough. Cough. Saint Raynette bugger me with a bleeding key bog. My back. My back. Seem I've underestimated you lot. That makes two of us. Enough. Leave them to be. Or leave them be, or you not care what becomes of the mammoth. Oh, the old crone has Gigi. Gigi. But when? How? I thought I recognized you. First in Ishgard, then in Indalshire. You've been following us since we left the capital. Doris. Bearer of faces fair and fearsome, the midnight shadow which hath deceived kings and queens. Doris. You can't possibly have been so naive as to think we'd not see through your ridiculous disguises. You know, here you are, so effortlessly and easily lured into our trap. For which we are most grateful, mind. My companions are hardly cut out for life on the road. All has been in preparation for this moment. The parties, the petty schemes. From the first, the objective of this grand design has been the singular mammoth. She wants the mammoth to, like, reverse the rage. I swear to you, if you harm Gigi in any way, we have no desire to hurt the boy, but we require his help to reclaim that which is rightfully ours, our youth. There it is. Cough, cough. Confound it, I can't see. There. Very slowly getting away. Papa Hildy. Gigi. Stay strong, my son. I swear I'll find you. How he just doesn't chase him. Fine job he did protecting that mammoth of his A. Remind me again why we don't just, you know... I think they are headed for the old mill. If not, can we go anyway? I haven't had cider in ages. 12 strike me down for a fool. So desperate was I to seize the grand sirs that I failed to discern their true intent before it was too late. And now poor Gigi is in their clutches. What if I never see my beloved son again? I suppose we ought to be prepared for the worst. They could be halfway to Radzethan by now. I very much doubt that, given that they were moving at an atom and twice his pace. Little milk slop's right. Let's go after the old buggers. Huh. That's why my mentor used to call me. Or that's what my mentor used to call me, among the other things. Oh, the memories. What's this one? Overgrown ambition. Probably need another dungeon. I've really unlocked all of the dungeons. Ah. Let me guess. I wonder why I haven't gone and smacked him upside the head and put an end to this rubbish, eh? There's a time for cracking skulls and a time for letting your idiot son deal with his troubles on his own. That's why. Think he's sleeping or just resting his eyes? Well, we mustn't act rashly. If they realize they are being watched, they may attempt to flee again, very slowly. How are they? Ah. So, it seems that the grandsires have been caught once more, or have been caught once more by the very inspector that was trying to catch them. How ironic. Also, how premature. We have them, yes, but they still have Gigi. Damn it. If only some manner of opportunity would present itself. Oh, them having to pee? Ask and ye shall receive. We can ambush that wizened dragoon, take him hostage, and demand an exchange. Inquisitor Seer, you disappoint me. A gentleman cannot condone the violent kidnapping and ransom of his elders. Oh no. We shall approach this problem as paragons of honor and virtue. Titus will stalk and subdue Grandsir and relieve him of his armor. How stripping an old man naked more gentlemanly than taking him hostage? Rest assured, I shall reveal all soon enough. Godspeed, Titus. Oh yes, let's not even bother to discuss the moral and ethical implications, much less the legal ones. Do take care to obtain the dragoon's armor through gentlemanly means. We must always endeavor to treat our elders with the utmost respect. Hey, don't mind me. Excuse me. Excuse me. And it should be around here. Ah. I don't know what that little hole was. Ah, I knew you'd... Wait, who are you again? Something awfully familiar about those muscular forearms, those strong yet tender-looking fingers. I say, you'd be so kind as to touch my shoulders, young man. There's this lingering ache, this tension that Gonspar can't seem to soothe with his magics. Remove my breastplate? Oh, of course. How silly of me. Pray lend me a hand with the straps. Truly, young man, you're a saint. Ah, I swear, it's the little things you begin to appreciate. My dear departed wife used to help me with my armor, you know. Right, right. I should be seated to better receive your tender ministrations. How's that going to fit me? Ah, the healing tingle. Would I had a tincture of salamander with which to treat these aches? My little pig's knee used to spread some on my chest and under my toes, or nose, to help me sleep through the night. Because I thought we were going to take off the boots. Come, do not be shy. Work your soothing fingers into each and every knot, slowly. Make me forget my troubles. We're actually going with it. Did not have massage an old man on my agenda today. Harder, harder, higher, higher. Close your eyes and dream. Snore. The old dragoon's soft snoring suddenly stops, and you begin to fear you may have borne witness to his final moments. Leaning closer, you extend a hesitant finger, only to stop short when a sudden spasm signals the resumption of his labored breathing. Now he's just in the Johns. With the utmost care, you remove Orland's sabatons and breeches, leaving the sleeping old man exposed to the elements at the mercy of the nearby ravenous bears and tentacled marbles. May he rest in peace. I was gonna say, good night, sweet prince. Let me guess, wondering why? Okay, you said all that. All right, here you go. Ah, my stalwart assistant. By your return, I gather you have taken care of the dragoon. And by taking care, I mean afford him all due courtesy as befitting a man of his years, while returning with the equipment I require. Aye. Capital. Then, without further ado, I shall disguise myself as Orland and free Gigi from captivity. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. They wanted me to wear it at first. We used to look nothing alike. They may be old and slow, but they're not blind. Oh, ye of little faith. You are in for a treat. For you shall have a front row seat to this magnificent display of Mandervillian guile and subterfuge. Hey, it's time for dinner yet. We just ate, you daft bugger. And where in hell is Orland? I know he's gonna take a piss every hour, but damn it. Can at least be quick about it. Oh, poor little Gigi. We'll save you, little guy. Greetings, fellow antediluvians. I've returned. Yep, you're nailing it. He just took off the monocle. Oh, bollocks. It's about time. Okay, no, that's bollocks. Pack up your things. I want us back on the road in 10 minutes. Before we do that, we must release young Gigi here. His behavior unbecoming of a gentleman to keep children in cages. 1-7, how's what are you bothering about? He's going to get away. No, he will not. See? Still here. Within my care. Right then. On a completely unrelated note, I shall now take the boy with me on a brief sojourn into the wilderness. Fury, take me. It's working. He's going to walk out of there with Gigi, and they won't even try to stop him. So far, so good. Oh, did he wake up? Yeah, he did. I'm cold and there's marbles after me. Just say hello and move on with the day. I'm me. But you're also me. And I can't be, unless... This is it. This is the moment when my life flashes before my eyes. Oh, my dearest Pigsney. We'll be together at last. I'm surprised I didn't kill him. Imposter. How dare you attempt to trick me with a ruse so Hack 90 would make a minstrel blush. Ye gods. I didn't realize dying would hurt so much. Now's our chance, Gigi. Come with me. Vivi, wait. Huh. There's the Vivi name drop. And it's because they were old. Just because they were old. Vivi, Vivi. Who ever heard that name before? Remember who you are, Vivi. What you are. Creation of the Great Charlie and Archmagus Quan. Oh, nice little nod to FF9 there. Well, obviously, like, the outfit was a nod to FF9's Vivi. But that was going to be all the references to it. But now, Vivi, Quan. Quan. I was given life by Quan. That was, Kenna's, like, grandpa, or, like, mentor or whatever. Grandpapa Quan. I remember how we lived together and he taught me many things about the outside world. He had that little cave where they cooked. What exactly do you remember, my son? Everything. Yes, everything. I remember that Grandpa Quan created me, that he took care of me, raised me, and that we were very happy. But then he abandoned me. Grandpa Quan abandoned me. He believed that you were flawed, Vivi, that you lacked the power to turn back the hands of time and make him young again. And so, in his ignorance, he cast you out and died all alone. Turn back the hands of time. Then, what you witnessed in the Crozier with the Duke's priceless vase. The power could be brought to bear on people. Oh wait, how do you know all this? You couldn't have possibly been associates of this Archmagus Quan. We found his journals during one of our many trips to the Great Library. Scavenging for valuable relics is one of the few ways we have left to make a living. We were famed heroes on the heroes of war in our prime, with fortunes to match, but no soldier has the strength to triumph over time. And before we knew it, the hour of the sheath was upon us. Ishgard no longer had need of our services. So we came here to eke out a living, to keep doing what we do best, until our bodies wouldn't let us. Imagine our surprise when we stumbled upon an opportunity of a lifetime, a second lifetime, as it were. A mammoth with the power to take that which was broken and restore it to its prime state, turn back time with its temporal magics and give us back our misspent youth. Here, take me. This is also... I don't even know if there's a precedent to determine whether or not this constitutes heresy. We knew where to look, even. With the journals, we determined that the mammoth was somewhere in the Western Highlands. Our second chance was within reach. And then we were forced to watch as you imbeciles pulled Vivi from the snow, nearly ruining everything. Vivi, listen to me. Come with us and we can help you unlock your true potential. Just think what you could accomplish were you to master your magics. Not only could you make us young again, but you may even have the power to restore life to Archmagus Quan. Vivi. Vivi, Vivi. Impossible. No magic can truly return the dead to us. At best, you can animate a corpse. And I need not review the precepts that declare that the products of necromancy and abominations in the eyes of the Fury. Gigi, wait. What of our adventures? What of our gazebo? Your Manderville mammoth. You've always been so kind to me, Papa, or Papa Hildy, and I'll forever be grateful of that, but Grandpapa Quan made me. He made me, and I miss him. So even if it fails, I have to try. What are you doing? They're getting away. We have to stop them. Mayhap we must respect Gigi's decision. Grandpa Quan, yeah, the nod to FF9. I did not expect that. I thought it was just going to be like a nod to... I thought it was just like the outfit being a nod to Vivi, and that was it. But they go into the whole... Vivi actually being... like taking that part of like the story. Not necessarily Vivi being a time mage, but that's what this Vivi is. They dig deep with it. I know, I was very surprised with it. I love it. And then if we get more FF9 stuff in, what's it called? Dawn Trail. I'm all for it. I wonder if they're going to make the... Sorry, I was looking for my other flip-flop. I wonder if they're going to... Like, so I know they, have that, like, kind of like city-looking map, that, like, futuristic city-looking place. I wonder if they're going to use FF9 names for that. Like, if they're going to name that, Fuck, what was the place where, like, Zidane was from? That other, like, moon? Necron, probably, yeah. I wonder if we'll see, like, Kuja in name or something like that. Memoria, I think that's what it... that Memoria could fit that place. Oh, I looked up Zidane origin and it went to the soccer player. Okay, we already have a garland. Or do we? I'm pretty sure we do. You start using the term genomes, we know what's up. Yep. Oh, looking this up real quick. Because there's like Terra as well. Or is that... which was Terra? Was that the planet... That was like it's like a little dual planet system. I vaguely remember a dual planet system being a thing. I think it's the bathroom real quick. It is Terra. Okay. So I forgot what Memoria was. And then there's Gaia. Yeah, Terra and then Gaia. I'm gonna have to look through a refresher, FF9 refresher before starting. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick though. I'll be right back. Memoria is the final dungeon. Oh, okay. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay, be right back. Man, that was such a random boss fight. Necron, I mean. It was like Garland, Transkuja. I forgot what the exact order was. And then just Necron out of nowhere. Like, FF8 was kind of like came out of nowhere too with like Ultimecia, but at least you still had like some kind of name drop a bit earlier. So I think like 7 did it best, but then 9 probably still is like my favorite. Yeah, Ultimecia at least like had like a little bit of a lead up near the end. But then FF9 was just so sudden. That's why I like 7's the most. Because Sephiroth had that build up throughout the entire game. All starting with the especially like the bloody scene in the offices. Then you see him like impale a big old snake. Classic scenes. And then just like the 1v1 with like Cloud at the end. Just spamming Knights of Round and then the Omnislash. Ah, so that's the end of that chapter, eh? You giving up and coming back home? Uh-oh. I clicked the button that minimizes everything. I, too, made a decision long ago to become a traveling inspector, and I've ever stood by it. Mayhap, it is from this singular stubbornness of mine that Gigi took inspiration. Nay, I cannot abide it. He is my flesh and blood, my son. I dare not let him use his temporal magics and prevent the natural order. With Necron just Transkuja going through, haha, I'm the real bad guy. He is to go fight. Yeah. It's probably like my only like nitpick with 9. It was just like such a random fight. Aye, it falls to me, his father, to ensure that Gigi keeps to the righteous path and only utilizes traditional methods of zombification to raise the dead. Oh, so you caught up yet in this? Or are you still in like the 6.4-ish area? 9, they all involve the minigames. Okay, that one's fair too. But I never really cared about like a lot of the side stuff. Like the Tetramaster. I know that was definitely a downgrade from Triple Triad, but I didn't really care for it. I just didn't do it. If I maybe like try to go for like 100%, I probably would have disliked it a lot more, but I could not care less. The Hot and Cold, I didn't mind that one. Then again, I did play that on, I think the last time I did was like emulator, so I probably did something to make it easier. Aye, falls to me as far as to ensure that GG keeps to the righteous path and only utilizes traditional methods of zombification to raise the dead. It forces you to play Tetramaster? Maybe in like the beginning? I don't remember how like actually having to like win or anything. It was just kind of just like a little forced tutorial kind of thing. In the middle? I don't remember that. Was that during Treno? Oh yeah. Forgot about that. I don't think I really cared about it too much then. I think it just like went through it. Oh, Inquisitor's here. I must applaud your dedication to your work, and cannot thank you enough for all the for all you've done on our behalf. Yet I fear if we continue as we are, Gigi may be driven to rash action. Therefore, I would ask that you suspend your pursuit of the Grand Sirs for a time, that I might be afforded the opportunity to convince my son to return peacefully. Well, seeing as how we can only guess at the full extent of Gigi's powers, it might prove dangerous to act aggressively should he choose to use them. I knew you would understand. Right then. There's no time to waste. Nashu, let us retire to our new gazebo and discuss our plans. I suppose it had been a shame if he given up that easily. Though, that means I'll have to stick around even longer. On the other hand, that bloody mammoth's really got the power to make them young again, then... I don't know, Julian looks plenty young. What? Hold on. I think I need to open Logitech. It's not using my mouse correctly. There we go. That's weird. Oh. I said I'd suspend my pursuit, and I will. But that doesn't mean I won't continue my investigation into that mammoth and its powers in Ishgard. Also for this, do you remember, like, did they eventually add a storyline in Shadowbringers for Hildy? Or did they kind of like combine Shadowbringers and Endwalker into one thing? Because I remember that being a thing in the community, or like a thing talked about in the community. Ah, I see you saw fit to return to the capital as well. The Inquisition has a rather large collection of heretical tomes, including many of Charlene origin. And I had a mind to scour them for information on temporal magics. This, of course, all for the sake of confirming the mammoth's heretical origins. Yes, only that. Why are you looking at me like that? As if to imply that my interest in these matters is more than a professional one. I'm sure I don't know what you're... I'm sure I don't know what you're not talking about. Thank you, Titus. That'll be all. This questline has been funny. I like this one. They didn't have a hildibrand chain. Okay, that's what I remember. So then after this, it'll be Stormblood and then the Endwalker one. But I think he does end up in the first somehow. I don't think they ever said why. Was that during COVID time? I don't remember. It was. Okay. So there were some things they kind of like had to cut out. That was speculation. I can see that happening. Never confirmed. Right. Well, I can see that being the case because how it had to be produced was in a weird spot. We need to speak, Titus. I've been scouring the archives for any information regarding temporal magic since last we spoke. And the results have been rather troubling, to say the least. Also, do you remember when time mages were first introduced in Final Fantasy? Because I don't remember. I feel like it was one of the older ones. I want to say it's like 5 or something, because... It's either 1, 2, 3, 5, because I haven't played any of those. 5? Okay. I think that was like where Kryle's origin was, and then... Kryle, Gilgamesh, Omega, and... What was the dragon's name? Not Shin. I forgot what it was. It was the Stormblood dragon. Anyway. Scan the archives. Okay, we've done that. As you may or may not have been aware, or as you may or not be aware, ancient Allag is portrayed in Chiridon as a cautionary tale, a great empire brought low by its vanity and hubris. However, there are certain apocryphal texts in which the Allagans are cast in a more sympathetic light, if not outright exalted. 'Twas in these texts that I found references to temporal magics once wielded by Allagan mages. Said magics could be used to, quote-unquote, halt or even reverse the temporal state of a given object. If these accounts are to be believed, and if GG's abilities and these magics are one and the same, then it may well be possible for him to turn back the hands of time for the Grand Sirs, much as he restored the Duke's priceless face. That being said, there's no telling how this will work with regards to living being. Consider, if you will, that the vase was filled with water when shattered. Even if the vessel was restored, what would become of its former contents? Would it be filled with water as before, the very same, every drop returned? Or would it be different water? Or would the water once spilt be forever lost? I speak of the soul, my friend. For even if one could use these magics to restore the dead to life, would they be as they were before, with all the same thoughts and memories and feelings? The Grand Sirs are convinced that they can regain their lost youth, and mayhap they can. But the dead who have entered into Halon's halls cannot return. They cannot. Ujiji is nevertheless resolved to try and resurrect Archimagus Quan. Speaking of which, according to some Charlene texts in the archives, Archimagus Quan was an accomplished scholar known for his study of ancient Allagan magics. Further evidence that GG's abilities are likely derived from ancient traditions, I suppose. And more importantly, I learned the location of Archimagus' former residence. I hope it's a cave. Mayhap we could find something of interest there. Something which could help us persuade Gigi to change his course. I had a mind to summon Inspector Hildibrand and make the journey there together. Would you be willing to join us? Excellent. And let us be about our business. I saw you. Heretic. I beg your pardon? Are you accusing me of being a heretic? Yes, you. Inquisitress here. I saw you sneak into the archives and sneak out the forbidden tomes. Saw the mad light in your eyes as you partook of their forbidden knowledge. Oh, for the love of... I did all that for my investigation. Aha! You admit your crimes. You did that you did secretly without permission and blatant contravention. Yeah, contravention of our rules. Read the forbidden tomes, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. You stupid, ignorant. Are you also desperate to keep your goddamn jobs that you'll go around accusing all the world and his wife of heresy? Oh, that's ironic. Is that what we've been reduced to? I'm sick and tired of looking for heretics in every bloody shadow and trying to guess the secret sins of everyone I meet. It's stupid and pointless, and we're better than that, damn it. We're better than that. Oh, character development. If you'll not surrender yourself, then I have no choice but to inform my superiors. Well, that all came crumbling down, didn't it? I suppose there's no point in trying to convince myself that I have no personal investment in this matter. Or that I shall have a professional one. Somewhere along the way, I stopped looking for the guilty and started looking for the truth. Perhaps, in a way to meet those in need. But there's no place for people like that in the Inquisition, is there? It's only a matter of time before that stuttering fool comes back with an armed guard. Let's depart for Idleshire at once. We need to find the inspector. Back to the gazebo we go. So I grabbed a snack. I have this little like cinnamon bagel kind of thing. It's like baked like a bagel, but it doesn't have it. You just didn't put a hole in it. God damn it, Hildy! I raised you to have better sense than this. Oh, what did you do? Everything for the inspector? He went off on his lonesome. Soon we arrived too late. Inspector Hildebrand has already gone off to his on his own to confront the Grand Sirs. They came back briefly to trade Jingleshine for supplies and whatnot, you see. And the Gobby's ear caught them trading tongue flaps and tongue flaps about killing dragons in the Forelands. When the inspector learned about it later, said he had to get after them right away and back take Gigi. He said he had a duty, not as an inspector, but as a father. Bugger that. He's got no obligations to a bloody mammoth, especially one that chose to leave of his own free will, as I recall. I swear, I turn my back on the boy for one bleeding second and he loses his goddamn mind. I'm afraid he might try to do something reckless. Don't you think we should try to find him and offer hand lending? I love how she's talking all goopy. I'm rather more concerned about what will happen if the Grand Sirs attack, or worse, kill any of Hraesvelgur's brood. But first things first, I suppose. Titus, would you be so kind as to assist Mistress Nash and Julian in their search for the inspector? I'll pay a visit to the Archmagus Quan's abode, or abandoned abode in the meantime. Oh, and before you think to refuse, know that you need not fear for my safety. Let's say that our singular experiences together have inured me to the harsh realities of, well, reality. Huh. Could it be that scrawny little shites finally found his spine? We'll start by heading to Tailfeather. I reckon the inspector possibly went there first to ask about the Grand Sirs. And so if we do the same, we're sure to catch up with him eventually. Let's stop by this real quick. And let's get stuff from you. Okay, the tail feather. Oh, I thought hitting escape would close that one. Kind of hard to snack while doing this quest line. Hildy practically grew up in the saddle. Give him his firm thighs and buttocks, it did. Right then. I say we split up and make inquiries separately. If you learn anything about the inspector or the Grand Sirs or Gigi, come and tell me. Dang it. Dang it. One thing I wish they could do is the ability to talk to people while mounted, at least in quests like these and like the overworld things. These guardians with the mammoth? They were here, proclaiming to all and sundry that they're going to slay the greatest dragon of them all. The gods only know if the naive fools were serious. Oh, look at the little baby chocobo. Oh, those daft sods. They were for Annex Shrine. Not sure what their intentions were, but they were awfully confident. That much I recall. Three Dragon Slayers and a Mammoth, eh? I'd call you a mummer if I hadn't seen them come through earlier, boasting about how they were off to kill the biggest one yet. Are they going after Haste Vulgar? They better not, because I got some words if they do. Excuse me. Oh, I see. So the Grand Sirs were headed for Annex Shrine. My dear boy wasn't far behind them either. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Let's go. Oh, that's like right here. I don't know why I thought like Annex Shrine was by Mogholm. Like in the Sea of Clouds. Or not, was it in Sea of Clouds? I forgot what the place it was. Oh, there's Orland, and he's dead. Did Hildy do this? Usually hands up on the receiving end. Oh, I found one of the Grand Sirs. Poor unfortunate soul who bears a striking resemblance to Orland is quite firmly embedded in the earth. Which, look at that. The inspector sure gave him what for. That may be, but where'd the other two go to? Or get to? Not to mention the mammoth. Why don't we pull him out and ask? Though, having said that, it looks easier said than done. Oh, how silly of me. I'm sure you've gotten more than enough strength to yank him free, right, Titus? Titus, he's the one. If you can't do it, no one... wait. At this time, really? His firm thighs and buttocks look awfully familiar. You have to say it like that. Oh, he's wearing... Oh, right. He was wearing the gear the whole time. I thought he had given it back by now. Well, I'll be. He's wearing some sort of magic mask that... Well, what makes him look just like the inspector? It's like that man of 1,000 faces back in Ul'dah. No, that's Hildibrand, all right. There's no fool in a mother's eye. I say, what trouble has my beloved son gotten himself into this time? Godbird. Why, hello there, Lord Godbird and Inspector Seer. How'd you two end up traveling together? Blind fortune, you might say. I was too far from Tailfeather when night began to fall, but fortunately, Lord Godbird chanced to find me wandering in the wilderness. Lord Enmont told me all about this recent trouble with the Grand Sirs, as well as Hildy's investigation. And a father cannot help but take an interest in his son's affairs, can he? As for me, I was eager to share with you my latest findings, namely Archimagus Quan's research notes. Yeah. I haven't slept like that since I was buried in the Luckyard. Well, I must confess no small measure of embarrassment to be found in such a state, having been so unceremoniously disposed of by the Grand Sirs. But, ignominy notwithstanding, I am most grateful for your succor. I'm pleasantly surprised to be reunited with you all. That would have been, or that would have happened had ye wasted Had you waited for us, or instead of... Wait. Why the hell are you still wearing that rubbish? An impenetrable disguise is essential when consorting with the criminal elements. Alas, it would seem the Grandsirs have grown more perceptive in their newfound youth. Oh, it worked? Wait. You mean to say they've already regained their youth? What about Gigi? Did you see him? Was he behaving strangely? Now that you mention it, his warm, soulful eyes were rather more pointy than I remember. By the Fury. Not pointy! According to Ashregas Kwan's notes, that's a sign Gigi's using too much magic. If he carries on like this, his ether will be expended, and he'll end up not more than an empty husk. It's terrible news. We must catch up to the Grandsirs at once. You know where they were headed? All I heard was that they were keen to slay dragons. They were bound for the Churning Mist. That's the place I was thinking of. A place called Zenith to kill a great worm named Nidhogg. Well, we already took care of that. I already killed him. Really? That all happened? Huh. I'm at the other one. Hraesvelgr. Oh, now they're going to catch hands. Hraesvelgr. Where you take me? What could they possibly hope to achieve? Is this another cinnamon roll? It's time for them to catch some hands. They are not touching Hraesvelgr, but I think Hraesvelgr can take him on his own. He's fine. Watching Hildy learn and grow as a father reminds me of my own trials and tribulations. He looks well enough, but I wonder. After finally achieving peace after 1,000 years of war, they want to kill Hraesvelgr? This doesn't make any sense. Oh, so you found the inspector, right? GG minion. This is probably like the last one for Heaven's Word. I, Hildibrand, Agent and Inquiry Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby ask you all to aid me in rescuing my son and putting a stop to this, or to the Grandsir's machinations. You know, there's really no need for all that. We came because we wanted to help. Seer! Oh, what a turn. I, Nashu, faithful assistant, maker of explosive extraordinaire, do hereby present to you this fresh change of clothing. Capital. I knew I could count on you, Nashu. I shall change en route. Come, my friends, to Zenith and to Gigi. How dare they? I say, what brilliant craftsmanship. How do they manage? Spending too much time at this high altitude can't be good for my skin. Huh. To think that I stand in the heart of Dravanian territory. Me. How long ago was I scouring the streets for heretics? His disguises may be amazing, but nothing beats the classic Inspector look. Oh, I love this piece. Make ready, my friends. The final battle with the Grandsirs is at hand. It seems my wounds were more serious than I thought. I fear I'm in no condition to confront our foes. But, there's one thing that could restore me to my former indomitable self. Don't you worry. I've got some salamander oil right here. Shall Mummy give her baby boy a massage? Oh, my dearest Mummy. Mother dearest. I will not impose upon you, not when my ever-loyal associate Tita stands all ready to minister my muscles. Why me? Don't tell me you're embarrassed. Let Mummy take care of little Hildy's hurts. My dear wife, I know you mean well, but let Titus handle it. Theirs is a bond which transcends time and space and personal boundaries. That's the way of it. I'm counting on you, Titus. Let us brook no further delay. Come, my friend, coat my body in oil, as you've done many a time before. While you're all watching, salamander oil massages are something of a manifold tradition. One I hope to pass on to little Gigi someday. Oh, the memories. May as well get on with it. Wish Inspector Hildebrand would let me oil him up. Why do you hesitate? Have we not done this time and time again? Oil me up, man. Oh, how it soothes my aches and pains. Quickly now, knead it into my flesh. Knead as you have never kneaded before. Ah, such furious kneading. I applaud your enthusiasm, but mayhap I urged you to excessive force. Haha, nay, you are in the right. Already the gentle warmth begins to spread through my body. The fires of righteousness burn anew in my breast. Hold, my son. Though your passion is renewed, you may yet be spurred to greater feats of Mandervillian strength. Derived from the purest essence of salamanders, the ancient legacy of House Manderville. Salamanderville. To you, my beloved son. Now become a proud father. I bequeath this most sacred of oils. Salamanderville. Could that be the legends were true? Your muscle shall shine with the brilliance of 1,000 suns. No mortal man will have the power to do you harm. Verily, it is so. For by its grace that I have once weathered the slings and arrows of a bandit horde, and bring my hammer of justice to bear upon their wicked heads. The time has come, Titus. Take this oil and help Hildy become the Manderville man he was meant to be. I'm ready for my final oiling, Titus. Will the dialogue change for anybody else? Salamander oil must have... Yeah. Oh. Salamanderville. How it flows into every nook and cranny. Quickly now, lay your hands upon me. Massage me with all your might. Yes. Yes, that's the spirit. I can feel it building and rising. Yeah, there are no such things as personal boundaries anymore. Such passion, such fervor. I am the Inferno unbound, the Tempest unleashed. But I have not yet begun to pose. I'm a Manderville man. Huh. Salamanderville is my word. I never felt so alive. Such vibrant colors, such intense sounds, such fragrant smells. Mother, father, Titus. Such your oils and your strong yet tender fingers, which open my eyes to the glory of creation. I'm a gentleman inspector reborn. Onward to zenith. No matter the laws of nature they pervert or the limits they break, the grandsires can do naught to stop me. As far as that wasn't made into a cutscene. I grab a bite of this bagel. Oh, look at that squad. What a scene. This will look pretty old. Oh, never mind. I saw the white hair and thought it didn't work. We can take him. Oh. He was angry. Grandsirs, I've come for my son. Oh, must we do this now? We have a dragon to slay. There's no need for any of this. The war is over. But not for long. The worm's death will give rise to a new era of fire and blood, and we, having consumed its eyes, lose our new powers to win untold glory in the battlefield. Our legends will echo in eternity. You doom countless innocents for glory? No. I won't allow it. Over my dead body. Far be it from us to deny you, then. This is the end for you. The ultimate end. This is your time, Hildy. Make this oil count. I love how he's getting knights around it. Remember the oil, Hildy. Don't let it be for naught. Have faith, my love. He is our son. Gigi, my beautiful boy. Pray do not look unto me with such pointy eyes. Let Papa Hildy take you home to our gazebo. Stop calling me that. My name is Vivi. Vivi. Remember, I remember everything. My powers, my purpose, my Grandpa Quan. I made them young again, but it's not enough. I need more. More. I need the worm's eyes, then I can finally bring him back. Uh-oh. Sorry, Gigi, but no, you cannot. Grandpa Quan is gone. He's right, Gigi. My happy could restore his corporeal form and breathe life into it, but his soul, what made him your grandpa, is forever beyond your reach. That's not true. I can restore anything to its ideal form, to the way it should be. Even Grandpa Quan, even you, Papa Hildy. What's he gonna do to, Hildy? Please, Gigi, you have to stop. If you keep using your power, you'll die. Then turn into a baby. Was that pre-zombie one? Nope, his power's just getting fucked up. I don't understand. Your clothes are still dirty and tattered. As they should be, Gigi. From every waking moment, just as the gods intended. Every day I live life to the fullest. Every day I enjoy grand adventures. I found your grandpa's research notes. What he gave you wasn't the power to make things the way they were. He gave you the power to change the world, to make things the way you yourself believe they should be. And that's why your magics have no effect on the inspector. Because you know, in your heart, this battered and bruised form of his is, in its own way, right. My thoughts exactly, Inquisitor Seer. It's for the self-same reason that you were unable to make Grandmaster Quan younger. In your heart, you knew there was not that needed to be changed. Your beloved grandpa was exactly as he should be. Your every day was to be treasured and worthy of celebration. Then, what about the Grand Sirs? Why was I able to make them young again? All you truly knew of them were the stories they told, wondrous tales of daring do by heroes in the prime of their lives. It's no wonder you were able to envision them as such. It's all they ever talked about when they were young and free and full of fire. At first, Archmagus Quan didn't understand the true nature of your abilities. He struggled to deduce why you could not make him younger as he originally intended. Eventually, he realized that your fond memories of him were preventing you from conceiving of him as anything but an elderly creator. And that the only way to achieve his goal would be to take them from you. But you're all he had left in the world. No longer a mere mammoth, but a friend. Family. His only family. His grandson. He couldn't bear to lose you, so he renounced his quest for immortality. My soul lost my memories in the end. He was afraid of leaving you all alone in the world. Afraid that others would attempt to take advantage of you and your magics. So before he died, he decided to take your memories from you after all, to protect you. But despite his best efforts, something remained. Something stronger and more powerful and more resilient than anything Archmagus Quan ever dared dream. You were never broken, Gigi. You were never abandoned. All he wanted was to set you free. Free? Free to do what? Whatever you like, Gigi, don't you see? That was his final gift to you. A new life. A new story, all your own. It's all been very, very touching, but we're not getting any younger. Well, you aren't, at any rate. You've suffered your meddling long enough. I intended to use this trap to kill the worm, but since you're so perfectly positioned... Meteor? Oh, fire bill. Ah, to make the thing tumble. I see. What do you do? Hey, struggles architecture like that. I was gonna repair it. That's our boy. I am Vivi, grandson of Archmagus Quan, and Gigi, son of Hildibrand. Does that effect show up anywhere else in the game? Because I know people are wanting like a time mage. Like people were kind of expecting that in Dawn Trail, or getting the Pictomancer. Or Faithful is gonna try to stop by and stop this madness. Said we're being too damn loud. That's how we all know them as. You can rest now. I love how Julian's just in the perma Dark Knight state. It's like it never happened. With the last of his strength, he turned back the hands of time. Not just for the pillars, but for us all. He made us all once as we were. Or made us all as we once were. As we were meant to be. Huh. After all that gallivanting about, I get bugger all. What about my misspent youth? I was not meant to be this bloody old. Haha, such a fine day. Never have I squatted with such perfect form. I may as well have reached my physical peak. Ha! What rot. Act your rage, you daft sod. You look foolish. You should be grateful. Did you saw what you had become and gave you a second chance? That was our second chance to relive our glory days. It was all rather silly though, wasn't it? Maybe Quan had the right of it. Maybe it's not so bad growing old. I was a coward when I was young, but now that I'm old, I'm not afraid to say things like, I love you, Doris. me a little bit awkward for Orland, huh? You're a blind, bloody fool, Gonspart. I might use that, the first series, like, PvP set as glam for Dark Knight. Maybe a warrior as well. Not quite too sure. I say, am I dead again? Quite alive, Inspector, along with everyone else, thanks to GG. The Grand Sirs are also in our custody. Ha ha ha. That's my boy. Where's little Tyke anyway? GG, he embarked on a grand new adventure. He's no longer with us. I see. If that's what he wanted, then I could not be happier for him. I'm sure Archmagus Quan would feel the same way. What do we do now, Inspector? Is it not obvious, Nash? The wide, wide world beckons us, with the promise of mystery and wonder. We shall resume our never-ending quest for cases perplexing and profound, and perhaps one day we shall meet young GG again. I hate to admit it, but this whole mess got me thinking that maybe it wouldn't be so bad if I really did have a grandson. You did right by GG, Hildy. Your father and I can see that. We're proud of the man you've become. And I'm proud of you too, Mother. For finally coming to terms with the ephemeral nature of physical beauty, allowing yourself to age gracefully. And allowing yourself to age gracefully. Gracefully, what's this? Ah, to Kugane he goes. I fear he may have had a failure to communicate. I need a giant frying pan as a weapon. There he goes again. Wait for me, Inspector. Ah, to the east. Hark. What's that curious light I spy in the far eastern skies, Yip? And this so familiar scent which fills my nostrils. I smell. The case. Worry not for me, my friends, for wherever the wronged want for succor, I, Hildibrand, shall be there, till we meet again. We just like hide the mammoth. It's very from everyone else but Hildy. Look at Godbert triple wielding. I say. You do know that so long as the core remains intact, little Gigi is not actually dead. That's right. So dry your tears, boy. There's no need for all this moping around, or moping about. He's fallen to a dormant state because he used up all his ether. His core will gradually recharge as it draws upon the ambient ether. And in time, he will awaken from his torpor. I shall tend to the child for now. As for these three, I should be glad to take them back to Ishgard in your stead. A most generous offer, my lord, but hardly necessary. For all, 'tis my duty to bring them to justice. Oh, yes. It was my duty. After everything I said to that young inquisitor, I can't go back to Ishgard. They'll toss me in a jail and throw away the key if they don't kill me outright. So go to Idleshire and live in Hildy's gazebo. Someone ought to look after it while he's away, no? That doesn't sound all that bad, actually. Well, glad I am to accept your offer. I suppose there's nothing for it but to wait till he comes back down. 'Twas a most graceful strike, my love. You haven't lost your touch. All right, Heaven's Word done. That was what, like a little 3-hour adventure? A little bit less. Actually, yeah, about 3 hours because I did one before. Suppose there's nothing for it but to leave the Grand Sirs to Lord Godbert, and for me to see to Inspector Hildebrand's gazebo. I'd like to thank you for everything you've done. If you find yourself in Idleshire, come and see me. There are a few arrangements that I need to make, but I can't imagine that it'll take that long for me to settle in. Thank you, my friend. Until we meet again. That was a nice little... I like the Hildebrand storylines. They're so out of nowhere. Look at the little art. I'm glad that stays there. Looking back on the course I've run, it's hard not to think of the man I was and feel ashamed. Before I took on the case, I'd only left the capital a handful of times. The rubbish I believed, the quote-unquote facts I considered unassailable. Fury take me, what a fool I was. If I hadn't met you and the inspector and Gigi, I would never realize how much I'd come to hate my job. Nor what I've discovered, how much more satisfying it is to seek out the truth, the whole truth. One might say that getting labeled as a heretic and having to flee Ishgard is the best thing that could have happened to me. For all, now I am free to start a new life here in Idleshire as a consulting inspector. But enough of that. There's someone I would like you to meet. Little Gigi. Very little Gigi. Lord Godbert made some modifications. As you can see, the smaller size should allow him to absorb ether more effectively over time. We thought that if you were to travel with you and share in your grand adventures, that maybe it would hasten his reawakening. Thank you, my friend. I do hope our paths cross again someday. May the Fury bless you and keep you. We're definitely going to be using little Gigi. Oh, look at that little place. I can like kind of read the text. That's Godbert Manderville, Julian. Ika? Orlin, Doris. Yeah, you better leave that there. That's the crest. To the east. All right, GG. Oh, let me get rid of all this real quick. I'm gonna sell them all later. It'd be kind of cool if you could, like, select multiple things. And then just desynthesize everything, like a little group desynth. Okay, 15 minutes for that. Okay, so how do we start the next thing? Hold on, Hildibrand. Hildibrand Adventures. Further, Heaven's Words. Okay, Stormblood. Even further. Hinken Tail, Nashu goes east. Okay, it's in Kugane. Got it. Uh-oh. Hmm. 10.6, 9.8. I always forget it's like the 0 is up here, up and to the left. I'm so used to maps having 0 be like this area. Just gotta remember, like, I guess for Final Fantasy, everything's in like the, I guess like the first, second, third, fourth quadrant. Was it 10, 10.6, 9.8? Aha. Dude, I love the Kugane music. That's the one? Yep. Conspicuously inconspicuous man. Hey, hey, Yurio's in, right? Adventurer, maybe? Good at killing and whatnot? Me? Oh, I'm no good at it. I mean, other than the occasional rat, but I've got a job for you if you're interested. So there's this Mikote girl, this incredible, beautiful, wonderful girl in this tavern, right? From all the way from Eorzea, like you and me. So beautiful, this girl, so beautiful. But in this weird, strange place where people are bowing all the time and getting on the ground and tucking their legs under them, a young girl traveling by herself is in danger. And bad people could trick her and take her and make her do, things. Anyway, get in there and keep her safe. I'll be watching. What are you up to? All right, Nashu, where are you? Oh, right. Aha! Oh, not Gyodo. Oh, this little shit. Yes, I can be of service to you, my lady. I've seen this gentleman in Eorzea and you speak. Yes. And I should be glad to take you to him if you like. You're ever so kind and helpful, Mr. Talking Cat. I guess catfish, that works. Or catfish, to be precise. Though, I care not for the Eorzeum. I'm Gyodo, a Namazu. And the services I provide are not free, I'm sorry to say, nor are they cheap. I'm sure you can afford to pay. Oh dear, except my last gil on the fare to Kugane. Is there any other way I can convince you to help? Car, if it isn't Titus. Don't tell me you came all this way just to help little old me. Ah, you see, when Inspector Hildibrand took to the skies, I said, Nashu, you better not let him get away with it this time. And immediately began looking for ways to head as far east as I could. You can't get much further east than the Far East, right? I was worried I wouldn't be able to find him, but wouldn't you know it, Gyoza, the talking Numa, here says he knows where he is. Careful. This one knows our game. Escaping his wrath is going to take all our skills. I say, there's no need for such menacing glares, none whatsoever. 1,000 pardons, my lady. But I had no idea you were traveling with such a esteemed company. Forget everything I said regarding the fee. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a pressing engagement. Very pressing indeed. Wait, you haven't told me where the inspector is yet. Huh? Little Gyoza was trying to swindle me. I want Gyoza now. Oh, Nashu. You gotta know better than to trust a talking cat. I asked lots and lots of other people if they'd seen a gentlemanly Eorzean, but none of them were any help. Oh, Inspector Hildibrand, wherever could you be? Stuck in the ground or inside of a building like as not? Keep an eye out for legs. Yep. Yes, he does have a habit of landing head first, doesn't he? Hopefully, we won't need Lord Godbert's help to pull him out again. Ah, that's it. If the inspector's always on the hunt for a case, then all we've got to do is find the biggest, juiciest one we can, and wait for him to appear. Let's go and see what troubles we can turn up. Hey, this way. I still have yet to do the jumping puzzle. I do need to start the quest line for the picture thing, so in case I do it, we'll have that. I also need to do that so I can do the whole... What quest line is it? So I can unlock like the Bosnian Southern Front. How do I even start that? Just out of curiosity. That bridge, I think. Yeah, start at that bridge and you go up and around there. Probably jump up to that second level. And then go from there. You know what? Let's just do that real quick. Probably would have been faster to just walk over there, huh? Let's give it one try. I guess I could have just gone from like the inside of that, huh? Let's see, it's gonna be a far jump. Oh, all right, well, there's my try. Start here. It's closest. Houston. God damn it. My button isn't working for some reason. Why aren't you talking to him? Is it still working? That's still working. Huh? Yeah, see if that works. Oh, because my numpad's off, that's why. But on my keyboard, it says the light was off. Okay, whatever. Unsolved crimes? So happens that a number of properties owned by wealthy merchants have been pillaged this past fortnight. Master Akebono's shop in the Raku's district was the most recent, as I recall. But you may be assured that the Sekisei Gumi will track down the thief in due time. Oh, you again. Am I just wearing a towel? Nope. It's always Lalafell, they're creepy little shits. Making me look bad. All right, you've got me, Mr. Samurai. Before you do anything rash like arrest or torture or chop me into tiny pieces with that sword of yours, know that I never touched her. I mean, never even had the chance. I'm sorry. I have a gun. Oh, you're the Yorzian adventurer. I thought you looked familiar. Phew, I mean, ooh. For a moment there, I thought I was done for. Those Sekisei Gumi don't mess around. All cut first and ask questions later, you know? No romance in their hearts. They wouldn't understand. I wonder how they wrote, like, Urianje's parts in Japanese. Like, did they kind of use, like, old school Japanese? Oh, I'm kind of curious about that. So it's not just crimes, but big, incredible crimes you want to know about. Indecents or incidents like of which then ripples through time and space, through fate and destiny. It was 5 years ago, or maybe it was last week. I'm not so good with time lately. Anyway, there I was, walking Ulda's bustling streets, when the sea parts and my eyes meet with those of a maiden most fair. She stole my heart. It was like two grains of sand in the desert looking at each other. And one of those grains, knowing that it was destined to spend the life, or the rest of its life, with the other grain of sand, or the other grain, because she had this whole sultry scribe thing that made him so... Ever since that day, I watched over her from afar, a silent guardian, a humble protector. Some might think me mad or call me a coward for refusing to speak with her, but they're fools. Fools, I say. True love is not the product of clumsy banter, but careful study. Years and years of observation, of obsession, until you know her better than she knows herself. Perhaps when the time is right, I shall reveal myself to her. But until that blessed day, I shall aid her from the shadows. And you, my friend, will aid her in the light. What's going on with you? I bet the town's crawling with all kinds of shifty folks up to no good. Come on, you lot. Show yourselves. Aren't you guys hot? Dastardly doings and purported instances of criminal behavior. This is Kugane, my dear. We have no shortage of that here. Oh. But since you ask, the story on everyone's lips at the Bukaisen these days is that of the wealthiest among us and how they are preyed upon by some sneak thief. Perhaps they should invest in better locks. Ah, there you are. Learn anything interesting. The skilled thief seems to be targeting wealthy merchants. Creepy little bastard to follow you to Kugane said he's been stalking you for 5 years. Eh? Oh, so you're having me on. As if I wouldn't notice. Be serious now. What? Okay, fine. A series of robberies committed by a mysterious thief. Oh, that's just the thing. Well done, Thetis. Our next order of business should be to track down this Akebono and ask him about the latest incident. You see him? He certainly looks like a well-to-do merchant. I don't know, that mustache is a little sus. It looks like Dr. Eggman. I kind of want that mustache though. That fiend, that despicable rapscallion. The nerve of him to make mock of us. My thanks to you, Master Akebono, for all your help. I swear to you on my honor that the sneak thief will be brought to justice forthwith. And with that, I bid you good day. Well, let me look this up. Let me go to Garland Tools. I'm pretty sure Garland Tools shows the NPCs. Garland Data, I think. And then Akebono. Appearance. Called false mustache. How do I sources in use? Fallen Star Exchange. Oh, it's 54 gil. Yes. My thanks to you, Master Akebono, for all your help. I swear to you. Oh yeah, okay, I read that. Ah, so it's Akebono. Let's go ask him about the robbery. Creepy bastard. Forgive me, my lady, in my haste. I did not see you there. Are you all right? Shall I summon a healer? Don't worry, I've taken bigger knocks in the noggin than that. Hey, aren't you one of them samurai, are you? Or you aren't one of them samurai, are you? Shigure, at your service, my lady. Give my sincerest apologies for this incident. Much as I would like to make amends for my reckless behavior, if your duty compels me to take my leave, a nefarious criminal is at large, and I must bring him to justice. Ah, that's all we need. Competition. Well, I'm sure Inspector Hildibrand and his faithful assistants won't lose to the likes of him. That merchant must know something important for Shigure to go running off like that. Let's find out what it is. Greetings and salutations, Master Akebono. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector, and this is Titus, who's also got a knack for it. Can you tell us about the recent robbery? Ah, inspectors. I heard rumors that one such as you were come from the west. You seem an honest sort, so I'll oblige your request. This very morning, one of my assistants found my establishment unlocked, and when he went inside to investigate, he discovered that my most prized possessions had been stolen. To make matters worse, in their place, he found this message. You've just been robbed by the Kugane wolf burglar. Wolf burglar. I mean, he kind of has like that wolf cut. The mustache is so fake. I love how obvious they're making it too. Like, it's much darker than the hair. Surely you've heard about his recent exploits. Similar calling cards were found at the scene of the other robberies. And now I've become a victim. A series of robberies committed by a thief with a calling card. Oh, there's no way Inspector Hildibrand's going to be able to resist the lure of this case. I thought the two of you were inspectors, but it makes no difference to me who catches the criminal. And since the Sekisegumi seem to be at a loss, you'll be greatly generously rewarded for any information that leads to the recovery of my stolen property. I wish you well in your investigation. Okay, where can I buy that mustache? Is there anyone in Kugane I can buy that from? Oh, I can? All we gotta do now is stick with this case, and we'll be reunited with Inspector Hildibrand. I just know it. Call it my keen inspector's assistant sense. Anyway, I'm gonna try and learn more about the other robberies. If you learn anything interesting, come and find me. Oh, good old Gilgamesh. Kugane is gorgeous. It's been too long since I've had the chance to whip up a batch of Nashu's Delights. You can be sure I'll be putting these little darlings to good use next time. Oh, bugger. Good thing I've got plenty more stashed away. And 3. Oh. I'm going to transition to Godbird at the back. Okay, so I'm wondering, it says I can go to like a journeyman salvager. I go to the recompense officer. Oh, is this from an event? Hold on. This is important. Oh, it costs money. I think it's only a shop item. Well, it's like $3. Well, this mustache will do for now, I guess. All right, onward then. Have you no one but yourself or the kami to blame for what comes if you talk to Nashu? Oh no. Well, 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 if it isn't Titus. Looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, I've got news for you. I've been asking after the wolf burglar fellow, and the one that left that cheeky note claiming credit, you remember? And it seems he's not quite as sneaky as he thinks he is. Oh, he's robbed plenty of rich merchants blind, I'll grant you that. No doubt it was, no doubting it was him either. Never fails to leave a calling card, this one. Too proud to leave people wondering for even a moment. But folks have laid eyes on him more than a few times. In fact, after talking to all the eyewitnesses, I had enough information to try and sketch a picture of the devil himself. I don't know what I expected. Not bad for a self-trained artiste, wouldn't you say? I'm speechless. Not hearing a lot of support for the sketch. Right then. Back to the drawing board. The metaphysical one, or metaphorical one, that is. Let's you and me seek out and question the rich and famous. The sort of folks the burglar's been targeting, and see if we can't learn something new. I'll head to Kogane Dori, and you can check out the tea house in the holstery. And we'll start here. We'll go boom, boom, and then fast travel to that one. Byakudan. Wasn't there like a cartoon? That infamous thief? I know of him. For mercy, you're not seen fit to trouble those of lesser means like me and my associates. Perhaps you thought me wealthy because I patronize the tea house. On the contrary, it's my sole indulgence. Were I a stronger man, I would forego it, but alas, the heart will not be denied. Okay, one's on top here. And while we're here, we're gonna give the old jumping thing another try. Too long it has been since I shared a pipe with an Aegean. How unfortunate I... You have a desire for a smoke? Only to talk of the wolf burglar, I see. I have no personal experience on which to draw, so I doubt I can be of much assistance. What I know is known to all, but if you insist, he's a lone wolf without comrades. And despite their best efforts, the Sekisegumi has no leads. Some say this has emboldened the man. Each theft is more brazen than the last. He has even been witness practicing his trade in broad daylight, if you can believe it. That is the extent of my knowledge. Now, if you'll not favor me with tales of your own, I ask that you leave me to my pipe. It is far less demanding company. Yeah, try this again. Care to that. So I guess I have to jump on that outer thing. Hold on, I want to try that again. There we go. I thought I had space to jump in that other place. Okay, so I can jump here just fine. Then from here, I have to like angle this like right. Never mind. Okay. I thought we could somehow go over there. The preening pundit. I say, that Kugane wolf burglar? Must you sully my ears with that rapscallion's name as I attempt to take a moment to relax and take in the fresh air? Ah, it's no use. The moment's ruined. I too fell victim to the wolf's villainy, like so many others. Oh, if he had seen the vase before he took it, yeah. If there was any justice in this world, he would be paraded through the streets and boiled alive in Tenkanto, or Tenkanto. Okay, let's take this to the markets. Ah, here you are. Dig up any interesting tidbits. So he's getting bolder by the day, is he? Well, if there's anything I've learned from following the inspector around, it's that overconfidence is liable to get you smacked upside the head by your mum and her magic frying pan. That said, we'd have a better chance of catching this wolf if we knew who he was eyeing next. Oh. Yeah. Ah, the little stalker. 1,000 pardons, young sir. I do not mean to trample you underfoot. Are you all right? Oh, he's gonna have a heart attack. Hey, aren't you the samurai I bumped into the other day? Shiggy something, was it? Oh, we meet again, my lady. I say, you must think me in the habit of trampling my fellow pedestrians. Let me assure you nothing could be further from the truth. I was simply preoccupied with thoughts of my investigation. Ah, that's right. You were after the wolf burglar too. Got any leads? As a matter of fact, I do. I recently learned of a private auction in which many foreign wares are to be featured. While such auctions are not uncommon in Kugane, it has been some time since the wolf last struck. There are rumors that the auction may include particularly extraordinary items. Much as I would love to converse with you at great length, I really must be going. Until we meet again. Wait, Mr. Shiggy, sir. Can we come too? To the auction, if you like. But I very much doubt you'll be able to afford any of the items to be sold. Oh, don't you worry about that. Titus is here got enough money to buy and sell you 1,000 times over. You're not wrong. Yes, very good. Then by all means, come with me. This way. And I know from the like little title screen, we're gonna see Hildy flexing up on the stage. This venue has been reserved for the private auction. The guests should be arriving any moment now. I remember you, Master Akabono, was it? Well, if it isn't the inspectors, I did not know you would be joining us. Presume you are come to keep watch for the wolf. But should you see anything you like, know that we have the money changers on hand to assist those who wish to spend foreign currency. I must warn you, however, that should we desire the same item, I'm not wont to surrender without a fight. Greetings and welcome to you, the prosperous and esteemed elite. This evening you will be given a rare opportunity to view and purchase, if so inclined, a selection of strange and wondrous items from all across the world. Without further ado, I give you our first, a queer, misshapen fiend captured in the mountainous wilds of Yangsha. Oh yeah, this is going to be Hildy. Just kidding. It's a Chichurn. Chichurn? Aye. It is none other than the fabled Ratsman. An unholy union of man and beast. A demon of legend whose flesh, when consumed, bestows life everlasting. Eternal life can be yours, ladies and gentlemen. So, shall we start the bidding at 500,000 koban? 600. 700. 800,000 koban. 800,000 koban. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Master Akabono. Let us proceed to the next item up for bidding. That's pretty fucked up. Hopefully just like let that thing go. He's not really going to eat him, is he? The statue you're about to see was brought to Kugane from the west. The land of Eoruzia, to be precise. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the statue does not even begin to describe this extraordinary work of art. Ah, there's Hildy. Is he meditating? What? How? Give you the Eorzuzian gentleman. A masterpiece, nay, a triumph of Western sculpture. Marvel at the intricate details. The feature so expertly realized that some have likened it to a living, breathing man frozen in time. Oh yeah, I never summoned Gigi. Speaking of time. Well, would you look at that? That statue is a spitting image of Inspector Hildibrand. Could it have been sculpted by a fan? Was it a trick of the light? Did that statue just twitch? You mean to say, you think it might actually be the Inspector? Somehow frozen by temporal magics. In that case, I've got just the thing to bring him back to the land of the moving. Are bombs? We haven't seen those in a while. Say your bomb-filled hands, my lady. I beg of you, lest you slaughter these poor people and bring this marketplace to ruin. Well, the fuse is already lit. Suppose you have a point, and it wouldn't be very Inspector-like to blow innocents to Kingdom Come. Oh. How readily she resorts to violence, this woman. I shudder to think what carnage she has left in her wake. Oh, I knew it. That's no statue. It's the genuine article in the flesh. Probably hit his head when he fell from the sky again. Or maybe he's gone into hibernation again or something. This bizarre sculpture is in truth a man. Is such a thing even possible? Strange. I do not recall it wearing an expression of sheer terror before. It was rather more serene, was it not? How very perceptive of you. Verily. This is no ordinary statue. It's a heretofore unseen hybrid of sculpture and automaton. Marvel at the way its features change, fluidly and effortlessly. Yes, indeed. So I start the bidding for this one-of-a-kind statue at 500,000 koban. 600. 7. 800,000 koban to be paid in full here and now. Once more, Master Akebono will not be denied. Will any challenge his claim to the Erusian gentleman. We've got to do something, Titus. If we don't, people are going to buy the inspector. 900,000. 1 million? Bah, there's nothing in this world I can't buy. 1 million koban. Oh, someone gonna steal him? Cough, cough. What's the meaning of this? Yep, they stole the inspector. By the kami. The Erusian gentleman has vanished. You've just been robbed by the Kugane wolf burglar. That thrice damned Oni. He struck again. God, please. I saw him. The fiend with wolfish features. He took the statue and ran towards the short pier. Okay, maybe it isn't the Akebono. I thought the mustache would truly be the giveaway. Or he could be in cahoots with him. What this means, Inspector Hildebrand's been stolen, or kidnapped. We've got to get after that wolf burglar. For all we know, he might want to eat him like that poor Kickern. Kickern? And we can't have that. Alright, which way did he go? To the pier? Ah. Oh, I guess I'm already there? Okay. Should I have taken that other area? No, this is good. I still can't believe Inspector Hildebrand was stolen. It's gonna be a first. Yes, yes. As I said, that is what I saw. Oh, you followed me, I presume. But mine to pursue the wolf burglar as well. Of course we are. He's going to Inspector Hildibrand, and I'll be damned if I'm going to let him, let some two-gill thief eat him. Are you perchance referring to the Eorzean gentleman, that hideous statue? I dare say no one in their right mind would try to eat it, but nonsensical fears notwithstanding, I should be honored to work with you to catch the wolf burglar. This man here claims he saw him board a boat with the statue and head towards the ruby price. Just a sight I will not soon forget. Never before have I seen Lupin carrying a twisted mockery of a man on his back. Never again will I accept. Or I expect. Oh, maybe it is an actual wolf man, because I remember they have those in here. Too bold was the fiend this day, in seeking to claim such a conspicuous prize in broad daylight. He has left a trail we can follow. Come, let us make haste for the ruby price. I might call it after this. My voice is getting tired. Oh, I guess I could just do that. Or is there a... Okay, yeah, the fast travel point is in, like, way over there. I'll just fast travel to that exit. And in the meantime, I'm probably just gonna like level classes, level some jobs, and do all that, and then do the Honkai restart stuff and weathering stuff when that time comes. But their tower just keeps going and going and going. Yep. Good old heaven on high. Surely one of the watchmen here will have seen the wolfman and his stolen statue. Alas, I cannot say I've seen such a thing. Since the withdrawal of Garlean forces from Doma and the Ruby Sea, there's been a significant increase in domestic traffic. Accordingly, we have been instructed to wave through smaller vessels leaving our waters, absent cause. This Lupin you seek probably received no more than a cursory glance. I see. Thank you for taking the time to explain. Pray forgive me the interruption. We shall continue our search elsewhere. The question is, where else should we search? Who else has reason to keep a close watch on these waters? Okay, I'm gonna pick up the quest so I remember exactly where this is. Oh, how silly of me. The Confederacy has every reason to note the comings and goings of even the smallest vessels in the Ruby Sea. Their very survival rests on the ability to extract payments for safe passage. The so-called Ruby Tithe. Sakazuki is where we must go. Any traveler who does not wish to be raided and relieved of their possessions must journey there first and make the necessary overtures. Okay, beautiful. Alright, I'm going to end stream there. I'm going to level up some classes, jobs, do all that. And just like chill. Probably get some food and do all that too. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out, chilling, chatting, lurking. We'll continue this for tomorrow. So then we'll probably finish that and then maybe like start/finish the Endwalker ones. We'll see. Assuming they're all like similar length, we'll finish this one up and then start like the Endwalker one and finish that the next day. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, day, morning, whatever time it is for you guys, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later.